一个签是吧？签一块钱，再签这里，这里签一个。
For your information, the letter of intent that they are signing, or has been signed now, states this: at the invitation of the government of Comox Strathcona Regional District, British Columbia, Canada, a delegation from Putian Municipality of Fujian Province, the People's Republic of China, visited Comox Strathcona Regional District, British Columbia, Canada, from September the 22nd to September the 25th, 2007. During the visit, both sides held talks on the establishment of friendly cooperation relationship and reached the following agreement. In accordance with the joint communique governing the establishment of diplomatic relations between Canada and the People's Republic of China, and for the purpose of enhancing understanding and friendship between the peoples of Comox Strathcona Regional District and Putian Municipality, the two areas have agreed to sign the agreement on the establishment of friendly cooperation relationship between Comox Strathcona Regional District, British Columbia, Canada, and Putian Municipality of Fujian Province, the People's Republic of China, so as to promote the friendly contacts between the two peoples and develop exchanges and cooperation in every field like science and technology, culture, education, public health, and sports, etc. The two areas shall make joint efforts for friendly cooperation in the future. Done in duplicate in Comox Strathcona Regional District on September the 25th, 2007. The agreement shall enter into force on the date of its signature. It will be valid for 5 years. Upon expiration, it may remain in force if neither side terminates it. The agreement is written in English and Chinese language, both texts being equally authentic. And signed, Mayor Bates, Mayor of Village of Cumberland, British Columbia, Canada, Lynn Guangana, Director of the Standing Committee of the People's Congress of Fujian City, the People's Republic of China. Now it's a great privilege to introduce the second event, the actual signing of an agreement between the Village of Cumberland and the City of Fujian to become twin cities. So we'll introduce both counterparts again to do that work. We're busy this morning, gentlemen.
Thank you, Ron. I'm deeply humbled and honored that the peoples of Putian, a city of more than 3 million people, would favor our village with this great honor. Cumberland is very proud of our historical connection with the Chinese peoples, and many Chinese citizens of our village have had a major influence on who we are.
中华人民共和国福建省莆田市，一个拥有超过300万人的大城市，能跟我们坎白兰村庄结成友好城市的这份伟大的光荣，令我感到深深的盼望和荣耀。坎白兰村庄感到非常的骄傲，能跟中国人民在我们的历史上有紧密的联系，许许多多的价值华裔一直对我市的发展起着主要的影响。
Our community was established on the backs of coal miners, many of whom were Chinese workers. My father and grandfather spoke of many experiences and friendships they made with Chinese co-workers.
我们的市区是以煤矿工人为背景建立的，大多数的矿工都是华人。我的爸爸和爷爷提及了很多有关于跟他们一起工作的华人伙伴建立的友谊和经历知识给我听。
I recall watching the Chinese New Year's parades as a youngster. I am that old. And catching the amber-colored rock candy thrown our way. It was a colorful, noisy, and very fun event. Sadly, when the mines closed and the residents of Chinatown drifted away or passed on, the area became desolate and subject to scavengers and bottle diggers who had little regard for the memories that were such a large part of our history.
我回想起在我小的时候去看中国新年游行，当时我还捉到了映向我这边的腐牌式的糖果。整个游行色彩纷纷，热闹非凡。 还设置了很多有意思的小活动。悲伤的是，当煤炭工厂关闭的时候，居住在长人街的居民纷纷漂流离开，有的已过世了。这个地区开始变得荒凉，只有通过那些捡乐施非平的人的点点滴滴的回忆，才知道它是坎白兰历史的一大组成部分。
A few years ago, after receiving the land that was Chinatown and Japanese town as an eco-gift, the council decided that we needed to recapture this important heritage. We wished to reconnect with our past and start a relationship with the Chinese people.
几年前，当我们收到长人街和作为一件环境友好礼物的日本镇的土地以后，委员会一致决定，我们需要重新整理这项重要的历史遗产。我们希望以我们的过去来重新开始与中国人民连接友好关系。
A big step was made in June of 2006 when the Chinese Consul General out of Vancouver, Madame Tian, honored us with a visit to our village, accompanied by a delegation of 34 people, including her 8 deputy consuls. She kindly invited me to attend in China in September of that same year, and I led a group of cultural and economic development people to your great country.
2006年6月份，我们终于迈开了第一步。我们非常光荣地受到中华人民共和国驻温哥华领事馆的前春燕总领事来我们坎白兰村庄做访问，还有陪他一同前来的有34个商人，其中包括他的8位理事会代表。他亲切地邀请我在9月份到中国去旅行，所以在同一年里，我就带领文化经济发展局的人到你们美好的国家去。
We landed in Hong Kong and visited Nanjing, Shanghai, Jiaxing, Hangzhou, followed by attending the Xiamen Trade Fair, CFIT. At the trade fair, while watching 2 young dancers, I was approached by Mrs. Kai to check out the Putian display. She invited me and interpreter Jenny Leung to visit Putian the next day, and we accepted.
我们在香港登陆，接着到南京、上海、嘉兴、杭州这几个城市做访问，然后我们到厦门去参加第10届中国国际投资贸易沙谈会。在贸易展览会上，当我正在看2个小孩跳舞的时候，蔡培山女士靠近我，还请我到莆田市的展览里看一下。然后他非常热情地邀请我跟我的翻译员一次日到莆田市去参观游览，我们非常高兴地接受他的邀请。
We had a wonderful day and visited the Matu Temple on Meicho Island, as well as the city of Putian. We were honored with a request to return to take a Matu home as a token of our friendship and to sign a letter of intent to increase our cultural and economic health, science, and other relationships. We were treated so very well, and the food was fantastic. I made some friends. I will value those friendships forever.
我在莆田非常愉快，参观了湄洲岛的妈祖庙，莆田市的大城市。我们很荣幸能也请回一尊作为连结我们双方友谊象征的妈祖圣将回国。为增进双方在文化、经济、医疗、保健、科技以及其他领域的交流，签订了友好城市意向书。在莆田，我们受到了热情的招待，品尝了丰盛的美味。我结识了一些朋友，这些友谊我将永远珍藏。
I did return in November and received a Matu, which rests in our museum, and signed a letter of intent to increase relations with Putian. I stated that while I'm honored to the mayor, I did not understand why a city of this size would be interested in becoming sister or friend of a small village. And Mayor Zhang Guasang said, if we considered population, who would we be friends with? He pointed out that we share many interests, coastal communities with agriculture, arts, resources, and an interest in cultural connection expanding in our changing world.
11月份，我有回来莆田，接受了一尊妈祖像，还有签下了建立友好城市的意向书。在我感到荣幸之余，我无法理解为什么一个那么大的城市有兴趣与我们这样的小城市结成友好城市。张市长当时是这样回答的：如果我们只考虑人口数量，我们能与哪个城市结好呢？他指出，我们可以分享许多海滨城市在农业、艺术、资源方面的经验，在全球巨变的今天，扩展我们的文化联系。
I won't bore you by repeating all the benefits I just mentioned from a regional perspective, just to say that Cumberland feels this is even more special because of our great Chinese heritage.
我希望你们不要感到我再一次重复回答我们的利益，这真是我们坎白兰感到非常的荣誉，能跟你们结成友好城市这个友好关系。
And now for the fun part, we'll reverse. 我在这向来这中国的人民说呢，中国的义务在坎白兰村庄将会用原名字，还会把它看待成是我们的一个重要的和富有的部分里属义务。我们感到非常的骄傲，能跟你们成为朋友。谢谢大家。
OK。
I promise the people of China, the Chinese heritage in Cumberland will be remembered as an important and rich part of our history. We are very pleased to be your friends.
他是他要求我说，
请你发表一下我们结成友好城市的意见。
我们非常的高兴和荣幸和我们的坎贝兰城市结成友好城市。我们这个基础，刚才市长先生已经介绍了这种背景和基础。
We are so glad and so honored to have such kind of sister relationship with your city. We do think that we have had a very solid foundation already, as Mayor has mentioned just now.
我们虽然城市人口比较多，体量也比我们坎贝兰城市大，但是友谊不能分这个大小，交流也不能分大小。我们是为了友谊、交流，为了合作，为了发展，我们来建立这个友好城市，这个姐妹城市。
Though the two cities are different, though Putian city is a big one with a large population, but we don't think that friendship, exchange, cooperation is something to be discrete with big or small. So, just for the friendship and exchange and cooperation between the two cities, we come here.
我想，我们这种的友谊，这种的友好，一定要持续的保留下去，使我们之间有更多的了解，更多的理解，更多的合作。
So, for the friendship of such kind of relationship, we do hope we could increase the relationship between the two cities. In this way, we will have more understanding between each other.
今后我们的往来要更加密切，我们的合作要更加的广泛，我们可以进行经贸方面的洽谈，也可以 进行一些文化方面的交流，这样我们共同进步，共同发展。
We hope that we could have the close relationship as the relatives because of the sister relationship, and just to expand the field, expand the cooperation fields like in economy, culture, education, and any fields we are interested.
再次借此机会，感谢我们市长先生的盛情接待，和今天在座的女士们、先生们来参加我们这么一个大喜的日子，这么一个庄严的日子。我想，我们友好城市建立以后，我们还会进一步推动我们两个城市的一些交流。
Thank you again for your hospitality, and thanks again for your attending to the ceremony of today. We do wish that in the future, the two cities could have very just cooperate in the future, and it should be a continuous and harmonious cooperation between each other.
谢谢各位。
Thanks.
There was a lot of money in the trip to Las Vegas place.
Exactly, you knew where I was going. Again, the agreements that were signed in the village of Cumberland, British Columbia, Canada, Putian Municipality of Fujian Province, the People's Republic of China, for the purpose of enhancing understanding and friendship between the peoples of Canada and China, intensifying and developing friendly cooperation between the two cities, in accordance with the joint communique governing the establishment of diplomatic relations between Canada and the People's Republic of China, agreed to establish friendly relationship through amicable consultation. 1. Both sides agreed to promote the friendly contacts between the peoples of the two cities and the exchanges and cooperation in every field like economy, trade, science and technology, culture, education, sports, public health and personnel, etc., for common prosperity on the basis of equality and mutual benefit. 2. Leaders and related departments of both sides shall keep frequent contacts so as to have consultations on issues of common concern and matters of bilateral exchanges and cooperation. 3. Done in duplicate in village of Cumberland on September the 24th, 2007, the agreement shall enter into force on the date of its signature. It will be valid for 5 years. Upon expiration, it may remain in force if neither side terminates it. And finally, 4, the agreement is written in English and Chinese languages, both texts being equally authentic. Signed by both of the mayors. Now the exchange of gifts.
Thank you.
他先送我们，我们先先送是。好，一起交换，好。我等下介绍一下啊。好。这个我想介绍一下我们送的这个礼物。
A brief introduction to our gifts.
中国的文化，这边两边都是龙，中国的龙文化。
Concerning with Chinese culture, to the sides, 2 dragons.
这是如意，中国叫做吉祥如意，啊，吉祥如意。
between the two dragons, there is we to all your satisfaction.
这个象征说我们两个城市皆好，一切如意，一切顺意。
It just has the symbol of that the two cities have such kind of sister relationship. Everything will become satisfaction.
好，谢谢 ，Thank you。
谢谢，Thank you。
还要不要介绍一下？介绍一下。这是我们莆田市的产品，传统的工艺木雕。所以我们跟你们也很有缘分，你们这里也是木材盛产的城市。
And we just that this is food carving made in Putian. It's a product of our Putian city, and we have the same familiar as products for lumber.
我们森林没有你大你多，但是我们商人做木材的生意的商人大大超过你们城市的人口。
Though we didn't have a large forestry as your city, but we have so many businessmen who can deal with this business.
你们是采木材，我们替你们推销木材。
And we can do everything concerning with this line for you.
These are local artist paintings on prints for a view of Cumberland from just down below us. And this shows the cultural center.